Motivation time. Here we go. We are going to round out this podcast with your daily, weekly, monthly dose of motivation, because I say it every week, and every week I mean it. Consistency will take you places that motivation alone cannot. We have been talking about breaking generational curses and passing down generational wealth and prosperity and, success and health and happiness instead of generational trauma. And that's not going to create a lot of friends. A lot of people have a vested interest in your silence. We got to say F the victim Olympics, give it the middle finger, and start working on being all that we can be as individuals. Don't pay any mind to keeping up with the Joneses. Don't pay any mind to all the outward seeking validation and outright extreme narcissism that you see every single day on social media. The only people that are going to look out for you and your direct family are you. Nobody else is going to look out for your kids better than you, okay? We all need to strive to achieve our own individual goals as individuals, but we also need to work on being the adults we needed as children. This is what we've been talking about over the last few weeks, of crushing some serious goals to continuously be improving ourselves to be the best version of ourselves that has ever existed. We should never be ashamed of past versions of ourselves because we were doing the best we could with the information we had at the time. And you needed those past versions of yourself to become the person you are right now listening to this. And the person you are now and the decisions you're making right now are going to dictate the direction of your life 5 years from now and the person who you are going to be 5 years from now. The people you surround yourself with, the things you allow into your environment, like the stuff you absorb, the stuff you eat, the advice you take, the stuff that you do, it all directly affects your trajectory. This is why I always say, and I know I've said it on here before, but I want to say it again. You're always one decision away from a completely different life. So why not make sure that's a good life, right? Like, let's be the adult we needed as children. That's not easy. It's not going to make you a ton of friends, but you have to know you're worth it, okay? Not everyone is going to be for you, and that's okay. There are billions of people in the world. There are going to be people that don't like you, and that's okay. The only thing that is your best friend is information, okay? The only thing that cannot be enslaved is an educated mind, okay? Sometimes there is going to be somebody out there who's holding their breath, waiting for you to fail. So make sure they suffocate, okay? You've got places to be, you've got somebody you're becoming, and there are people that may not even exist yet that are relying on you to make the best possible decisions you can, be it personally, professionally, financially, health-wise, everything. All of that ends up getting passed down. So make sure what you're passing down is good. A lot of times families from generation to generation to generation stay in poverty, not because of the rigged system, which, does play a role, but because of the habits they pass down, whether it's the type of diets, the type of mental capacity, the type of decision-making skills. We pass all of that down. So make sure what you're passing down is worth receiving. Stop just passing down a bad bill of goods and going, oh, well, I went through it, so you can too, kid. Like, let's just cut the shizit, okay? Some people are not meant to go along for the ride with you. Not everybody riding with you is for you. We've already talked about how some people have a vested interest in your silence, and you got to just get those people out of your life, out of your sphere of influence, out of your circle, out of your environment. There are people that will drain the loving, nice, amazing personality that you have and then blame you when you change. They never want to admit the role that they played in you changing. So eliminate those people from your life and start working on being the best version of you that ever existed. Your future self deserves it. Your future kids deserve it. If you have kids right now, they deserve it. Let's face it. None of us, follow the whole do as I say, not as I do. Growing up, we always saw and did what we saw was being done. So if you are showing, good values, good mental game, good, decision-making skills, good discernment, good health, good happiness, good integrity, good self-love, your kids are far more likely to have those qualities as well because they see you embodying it. If they don't see you loving yourself, if they don't see you having good decision-making skills, if they don't see you being good with your money, good with your health decisions, and good with the people around you, then they're going to end up making some of the same mistakes you did for one of two reasons. One, they're going to make the exact same mistakes as you, or two, they're going to try so hard to be the opposite of you that they indirectly make the same mistakes as you, even though they weren't trying to. It's because what you subconsciously think of, you end up attracting. That's why there's always people that go, oh, nothing ever seems to work out for me. Well, gee, look at your attitude. I wonder why. Or, you know, you'll hear people say, oh, all so-and-sos are trash. Maybe not all so-and-sos are trash. Maybe it's just the ones that you're attracted to, or maybe it's just the ones that you choose. What it is about you that you have not fixed in yourself that makes you choose those type of people or that sort of environment, okay? If you keep making the same mistake over and over and over, then the problem's probably you. You don't want to pass that sort of shizit down, do you? Is that the kind of life you want for your future family 20 years from now, 30 years from now, for your kids, your grandkids, your great-grandkids, and your great-great-grandkids? Or do you want to pass down the best version of you that ever existed? A lot of the wealthy families stay wealthy because they teach what they have found. A lot of people aren't taught how to be wealthy. You have to go out and seek that information. Not everyone is taught how to be healthy. You have to go out and seek that information. Some people are not going to help you even if they have the know-how to help you because they have to protect themselves. That's why some people stay silent even when they know something's wrong. Okay? Not everybody riding with you is for you. Some people have a vested interest in your silence, okay? You know better than anybody else who you are. Nobody else has lived 1 second of your life except you. Yet I see so many people just crumble, crushed, like the weight of the world is on them when they get any sort of negative comment on social media, be it YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. So many people value and base their own self-worth and value onto the fickle opinions and likes of others. These people have not lived your life, okay? They probably want you to fail because that makes them feel better about their own life choices. Again, a vested interest in your silence, in you not being successful, in you not having the ability to pass down generational wealth, prosperity, happiness, health, and just all around success, all right? Stop giving these kinds of people that kind of power over you. Not everybody is meant to go on this amazing journey that you are now on just by watching and listening to this, okay? You are already so far ahead of everybody else that is still playing with the Keeping Up with the Joneses game. You guys are so far ahead. Do not sell yourself short. Realize the amazing journey of information that you are on right now, because who you are today, I can almost guarantee you, is not the same person you were a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago. If you are listening to this, I know for a fact you are not the same person. Because I know I'm not the same person. And that is an amazing journey worth living. Just like J.M. Barrie said, to live will be an awfully big adventure. And it is. It is. If what you are trying to achieve right now was easy, everybody would have it. But not everybody has it. Why? Because it's not easy. Everybody wants to take that magic pill. They get rich quick. They get 6-minute abs and all this other stuff. Nobody wants to put in the work for the daily rent of the success that they want. But that's what you're on the journey to doing right now, okay? Nobody trashes your name more than someone who's afraid you'll tell people the truth. And again, that's why they do not want you to succeed. That's why they don't want you to pass down wealth and prosperity and happiness and information. They want you to stay silent. When you're on a journey like this, everything you do will be misunderstood by the people that are not meant to be on this journey with you. Okay? We're living in a world where people want you to be uneducated and medicated, because those are the easiest people to control. You can be a lion or you can be a sheep. A sheep is not going to have the same abilities to protect its family as a lion. I want you guys to be lions of your family. I want you guys to be fierce, amazing, successful individuals that are ultimately going to be something that nobody else was able to be for them, but they were able to figure it out and embody for themselves. That is powerful. But I can't want that for you more than you want that for you. Okay? You've got places to be. You are becoming somebody. Don't stop. Keep going. You have got this. And you are on such an amazing path of just freedom, of information, of health, of happiness, of confidence, prosperity. You don't just deserve those things. Those things you earn. You pay the daily rent for those things. So don't let anybody stall you, delay you, or stop you on this amazing journey that I know that you are now on, okay? You've got places to go. You've got places to be. You do not have time for anybody else's shizit. After all, you can't do epic shizit with basic people.